Here's what's making news this Friday, an update on the president's condition after being tested positive for COVID and reaction from world leaders. And Madison police closed the case on an alleged hate crime, saying they don't have enough evidence. We'll walk you through their investigation.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. In the last half hour, we are learning Democratic presidential candidate Joe Biden and his wife Jill have tested negative for COVID-19. That comes after President Trump announced via Twitter late last night that he and First Lady Melania tested positive. The tweet has already become the most liked and retweeted presidential tweet of all time. Natalie Brand has more details from the White House.
The president has developed minor symptoms following his positive test for COVID-19. President Trump confirmed his diagnosis on Twitter overnight and said he and the First Lady are now in quarantine and beginning their recovery process. The president's announcement came after one of his closest aides, Hope Hicks, tested positive for the virus on Wednesday. She traveled with the president to Ohio and Minnesota this week. The president confirmed her positive test on Fox News last night while awaiting his own results.
I just went out for a test. They just do it. It'll come back later, I guess. And the First Lady also, because we spend a lot of time with Hope and others.
The White House Physician's Office is now conducting contact tracing, but it's still unclear how many people may have been exposed. Vice President Mike Pence's office announced he tested negative for COVID-19 this morning.
The president's response to the coronavirus pandemic has been a key issue in the presidential race. His diagnosis takes him off the campaign trail for now, with just 32 days until Election Day.
Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden tweeted that his thoughts and prayers are with the president and First Lady for a swift recovery. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
And President Trump's Janesville campaign rally scheduled for Saturday afternoon has been canceled. News 3 Now was able to confirm that news with Janesville Police Chief David Moore. The president also supposed to campaign in Green Bay later tomorrow. Vice President Biden has a trip to Michigan scheduled for today, but that has been delayed while the campaign reassesses travel. Senator Lindsey Graham spoke to the president this morning while attending a meeting for the South Carolina GOP. On this morning, Graham says he was encouraged on what he heard.
I talked to President Trump this morning. He said hello. First thing I asked about was the First Lady. She's doing good. The president was in good spirits.
It is the diagnosis heard around the world.
Donald Trump.
German Chancellor Angela Merkel wished the president and First Lady a very full and speedy recovery. Russia's President Vladimir Putin sent this telegram saying he is sure Trump's vitality, good spirits, and optimism will help him cope with the dangerous virus. Trump now joins a small group of presidents and prime ministers who've battled COVID-19. Brazil's president came down with it after referring to it as the little flu.
I think we all want to send our best wishes to the President and the First Lady, and I've done that this morning, as you can imagine.
UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson had his own very difficult recovery. It took weeks, including a stay in intensive care. Johnson later admitted his health deteriorated so quickly, contingency plans were being drawn up to announce his death. Doctors from all of the Madison hospitals held a joint news conference this morning saying they are all planning for a surge in COVID-19 cases. They say the expectation is that the virus will move through the community with ease and warn it will require a stronger commitment by everyone to physically distancing, mask wearing, and hand hygiene.
We are perilously close to a time back in April when we had our highest level of hospitalizations in the city, and we don't want to get back to that point because it hampers effective care of all of our patients who need the help.
The doctors say a big influx of patients would have a serious effect on all hospital systems. Let's head to the Weather Center now. Meteorologist Chris Reese has a look at your first warn forecast. A little frosty this morning.
Yeah, it sure was. And now we had a little bit more sunshine out there this afternoon. Temperatures They're trying. They're trying to warm up. The reality is they're just not going to be able to do so because of the brand of cold that's coming in. But enjoy those rays of sun when you feel it. We're sitting at 49 right now under a northerly wind, helping to keep that air just cool enough. Janesville, you've made it to 52. Congratulations. 50 for Mineral Point and Lone Rock as well. Basketball coming in at 53, and they're the warm spot through all of South Central Wisconsin. So congratulations to basketball on being the big winner. Still a lot of folks into the mid and upper 40s as well. Here's high resolution Doppler though. We are still dry, but I want to show you what's been happening up north. They have actually seen snowflakes flying throughout northern parts of Wisconsin today. I'll retweet it here in a couple minutes if you want to go to my Twitter, but northern Wisconsin saw some accumulating snow on the fall color up there earlier. I'm sure it's melted by now as temperatures are into the 40s for really all of the state. We may warm up another degree or two with that mix of sun and clouds, but look for that chill sticking around mark before we finally change into the opposite direction moving into next week.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you, Chris. Madison police are closing a hate crime investigation involving a black 18-year-old woman, saying detectives were not able to find any evidence that the attack took place as described. Madeline O'Neill is live at home with what we're learning today about the Althea Bernstein case. Maddie?
Well, over the last 3 months or so, state and federal investigators have been involved in this investigation, also saying today that they were unable to find evidence to establish that the attack, as Bernstein described, happened. Bernstein told police that around 1 a.m. on June 24th, she was stopped at a stoplight when a group of 4 men threw lighter fluid on her and lit her on fire somewhere near State Street. According to police reports, officers couldn't find evidence of that on cameras in that area during that time frame. Althea Bernstein and her family appreciate the detailed investigative efforts by all involved in this case. A family statement reads, saying, quote, Althea's injuries are healing and the support of our community has been invaluable in that regard. Police have released more than 100 pages worth of case reports and photos, including a detailed timeline with cell phone messages and locations. We're digging through that right now, and we'll bring you a breakdown tonight at 4, 5, and 6.
We'll see you then. Madeline O'Neill reporting live. Thank you. The NFL's first COVID-19 outbreak has expanded to 14. The Associated Press is reporting that 2 more Tennessee Titans have tested positive. The NFL already had postponed the Titans game Sunday against Pittsburgh. That came a day after the league said it hoped the teams would play Monday or Tuesday, but another positive test result Thursday led to the postponement. The Minnesota Vikings, who played the Titans last week, once again had no positive test results, putting them on target to play Houston on Sunday. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, Howard's working on a carefree recipe in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
You won't need soap and water to clean your pots and pans tonight. Just wait until you see what we're cooking up. Just wait.
At Healthy Minds, we recognize these are trying times, but we're here to help. Our personalized care and expertise in cutting-edge therapies can help you maintain good balance and vitality in your life. We can help you and those you care about. Contact Healthy Minds today.
A little compassion goes a long way at the Century House. Donate $50 or more to charity and save more than ever before on stressless seating. Get up to $400 off stressless recliners and office chairs, plus save hundreds more with $200 off every sofa seat you buy. Now's the perfect time to help others and fill your home with the unmatched comfort and beauty of stressless seating. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Knoll Manor Retirement Living in Verona provides extraordinary supportive living with compassion and grace. We offer independent living, assisted living, and closer care living options. We understand that staying social is important to everyone's well-being. That's why Knoll Manor provides engaging activities and ways to stay active and connect with others. There's yoga, bingo, outdoor music, and so much more, all while keeping your health and safety in mind. Knoll Manor Living. Welcome home. Contact us today to set up your virtual tour.
At iMart Express, we've enhanced our safety and cleaning standards so that you can shop safely and save. Get 2 pairs of glasses for under $40 and 2 pairs of progressives for under $80. Shop safely and save at iMart Express.
Right glasses.
Right price.
Right now.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
What would Joe Biden's plan do for you? Families with young children could get nearly $7,000 for childcare. Buying your first home, you'll get $15,000 towards the down payment. If you get paid by the hour, your income could grow by as much as $14,000. Older seniors, your yearly Social Security benefits could increase by $1,300. The Biden plan. The wealthy and big corporations pay more, you benefit.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
At Healthy Minds, we recognize these are trying times, but we're here to help. Our personalized care and expertise in cutting-edge therapies can help you maintain good balance and vitality in your life. We can help you and those you care about. Contact Healthy Minds today.
If I told you not to wash your pots and pans with soap and water, you'd probably think that I was nuts. I would be if we weren't talking about cast iron cookware. You see, cast iron cookware was first created some 2,000 years ago. It's been a mainstay around the world, and its popularity soared because it's durable, non-stick, and it cooks food evenly. So let me show you how to season your new cookware once you bring it home so it will last you a lifetime. The first thing you do is wash it with hot soapy water and a stiff brush. This is the only time you should ever use soap on it. After drying it well, rub on a thin layer of vegetable oil. This goes into a 375-degree oven upside down. Just make sure you line the bottom rack with foil to catch any oil that may drip. After an hour, turn off the oven and leave the pan inside to cool. That's all there is to seasoning it. And after cooking in it, all you need to do is rinse it out, maybe use a brush or a sponge, but skip the soap. And since I love cast iron cooking so much, I want to share with you a favorite of mine, which is called a Dutch Baby, which bakes in a cast iron skillet and is a cross between a souffle and a pancake. The recipe for our savory classic, broccoli and feta Dutch Baby, is online now, along with a few other options. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a new old world way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. A chilly walk with the dogs this morning, I'll tell you that. And Chris Reese has another chilly forecast coming up as News 3 at noon continues.
Through Monday at Ashley Home Store, pay just $1 down for complete rooms full of furniture. Interest-free for 5 years. Seriously, just $1 required at checkout. Plus, save up to 50% off clearance items while they last. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
This is our chance to put the darkness of the past 4 years behind us, to end the anger, the insults, the division, and start fresh in America.
I don't pledge allegiance to red states of America or blue states of America. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America. I'm going to fight as hard for those who supported me as those who did not support me. We have a chance to put anger and division that overtaken this country behind us. And we can. We've done it so many times in our history. We've begun anew. We can get control of this virus. We can reward work. We can make healthcare affordable. We can be a safe and just nation. We can deal with the existential threat of climate change. We can be what we are at our best. One nation, one people, one America. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Update your home with Hunter ceiling fans and lighting from Menards. The Bryn ceiling fan features a noble bronze finish with rustic features including vintage-style LED bulbs. Design a unique look for the rest of your home with Hunter mix-and-match lamps and shades. Choose from over 250 combinations on sale. Right now, get 11% off. All Hunter fans and lighting at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Through Monday at Ashley Home Store, pay just $1 down for the best sleep of your life. You pay just $1 at checkout for any mattress in our lineup. Seriously. Plus, savings up to 55% off and no interest financing for up to 6 years. Only at Ashley Home Store. This is home.
Cooler weather is here for the weekend, but don't let that stop you from lacing up and stepping outside. Saturday morning, we'll tell you about the people and places you can help just by working out this weekend. Join our team at 5 and 8.
The path your absentee ballot takes from start to finish.
Thank you so much.
Now we sort them and get them ready for the polling place on Election Day.
The multi-step process to ensure your vote counts. Monday on News 3 Now at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Wall Street reacts to a presidential diagnosis, and Black Friday workers could earn a Thanksgiving break this year. Here's Diane King Hall with your Money Watch report.
Wall Street is under pressure as investors fret about revelations by President Trump that he and the First Lady have been diagnosed with COVID-19. All three major indexes lost ground, along with losses in other assets like crude oil.
Wall Street does not like this uncertainty. This was a headline that came out of nowhere. Our markets have already been fragile. We got through a very volatile September, and it seemed like we were starting to stabilize the last few days here. And now you throw this headline on top of it.
The economy grew by 661,000 jobs in September. That's according to the Labor Department. That was weaker than expected, but the nation's unemployment rate ticked lower to 7.9%, which was better than expected. Keep in mind, this is the last jobs report before the November election. The Senate Commerce Committee voted unanimously yesterday to issue subpoenas to the heads of three major social media companies. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg, along with Sundar Pichai of Google and Twitter's Jack Dorsey, are being ordered to appear in front of the panel. The trio will be questioned about their efforts to combat disinformation and online scams, along with internet safety for children and teenagers. A new survey reveals how consumers feel about shopping this Thanksgiving. 76% said retailers should be closed on the holiday. A little more than half of those cited the desire to give employees a well-earned day off. The rest said retail workers should spend the day with their families. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Diane King Hall.
All right, Diane, thank you. At the noon hour, the Dow is off almost 28 points. The NASDAQ is down over 200 points. And the S&P 500 is off 18. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee on this sunny but chilly Friday.
Yeah, no kidding, Mark. It's kind of funny. We were having a conversation in the farm department today about what do you look at, if you're out in the country, you look at the caterpillars, see how wide their black spots are or things like that, or you'll start to see that cows or horses or animals like that, they start getting their winter coat on, and we kind of use those as means of deciding how tough the winter is going to be. None of it's right. I talked to the climatologist in Kansas who is kind of focused in on this folklore thing, and she said, you know what? If the cows are getting heavier hair right now, it's an influence from previous, not where we're going. She said, same thing if you see squirrels that are gathering nuts, you say, wow, look at how crazy they are. Must be going to be a tough winter. No, they're just taking advantage of a good acorn crop or a nut crop, whatever. So she said, nah, all those things that we've been kind of leaning on is folklore. Yeah, just like that, folklore. Well, markets are mixed on the midday in Chicago. Nothing really dramatic as far as news is concerned. When it comes to agriculture, we're just doing our job, trying to get things done. Today, my assistant, Josh Scramlin, is shadowing U.S. Ag Secretary Sonny Perdue, is making a stop at a dairy in Cedar Grove and then on to a ag equipment manufacturing area. He's one of the visiting officials, I guess we'd say, that decided to come to Wisconsin. I also want to congratulate some of the kids in our backyard that have been accepted into the Farm Bureau's Leadership Institute for 2021. Paige Blair from Brooklyn, Chad Bruss from Green Lake, Logan Fry from Janesville, Sean Mannion from Beaver Dam, Kat Neeson from Rock Springs, Charisse Orth from Fenimore, and Tess Settle from Judah. Congratulations. They got 5 different classes that they're going to kind of work through from now through the end of 2021. Barrel cheese today up another 5.5 cents at $1.95.5. 40-pound block cheese was up 3 1/4 at $2.61. Well, double A butter stayed unchanged. So, I got to admit, although it's been kind of crazy weather-wise, boy, the brilliant colors are out there, and the sky seems so very blue this time of the year.
It is a beautiful time of the year, that's for sure. All right, well, get out and enjoy it if you can.
I will.
All right, thank you, Pam. Here's Chris now with the forecast.
You should have some opportunity to get out and enjoy it. If you go out the rest of this afternoon, perhaps sometime into tomorrow as well. But ultimately, by the time we move into the weekend, we have another chance of showers getting ready to come our direction. Here's what we have overhead right now. This is allowed for more sunshine. High pressure is right on us, but we're still seeing a overall chilly northerly flow. But I want to focus on what's happened over the state today, particularly throughout northern Wisconsin. This is where they've had a little bit of snow come down on top of the fall color that's up there. Down here, we've dealt with more of the mix of sun and clouds. We've had an overall dry day after the frosty start earlier this morning. Here's how things look outside for us right now. Still a couple of clouds up there. We're at 49. Dew points are at 29. If it wasn't for the fact that we have cloud cover overnight tonight, that would tell you just how cold our overnight low would have the opportunity to go. 52 for Janesville right now. Watertown still coming in at 49. The Dells are at 46 right now. But here's that weekend forecast. Most of your Saturday is dry, but then overnight Saturday, then to your Sunday, that's where we're going to have that chance to see some showers at times as those temperatures really hover into the low 50s for those afternoon highs. Very similar to what we're seeing out there today. Hour by hour, here's how things begin to play out. It's overnight tonight. 35 for our low. As that high slides over towards the east, our wind direction begins to become a little bit more southerly. That's why tonight won't be as cold as last night and into this morning. Then here we are tomorrow afternoon. That southerly wind gives way to a westerly and northwesterly wind. Once again, we have that little bit of cloud cover that keeps those temperatures at bay right around 52 for that high. But here they are, right as that sun begins to set tomorrow, that possibility of showers begins to pop right back on up, but the reality is they're not going to be widespread. Think of what we've seen for the past couple of days. It's more of that nature, and that'll take us into your Sunday as well. By Sunday at 11 o'clock, 45 winds will likely be coming right out of the north. But because of the frost potential tonight, even though we're going to be a little bit warmer, we do have an alert day for Saturday morning just because that frost potential will certainly be there. Then we start to get into next week. I've talked about a warm-up. Monday, our temperatures try to get a little bit warmer. Then we'll cool down for Tuesday and Wednesday. Then it's Thursday and into Friday. That's where that bigger shot of some warmer air begins to move our direction. And we're talking warmer than normal temperatures throughout that entire second week of October for the entire lower 48. That bullseye is right here over the upper Midwest. So watch this. You see that warm-up Monday and Tuesday. Then we're a little bit colder than Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Temperatures are going into the low 70s for those highs. It's like Mother Nature's just flipping a switch back and forth around this time of the year. But that comes with sunshine for next weekend as well. In fact, beyond Saturday and Sunday, most of this forecast is full of beautiful weather.
Great. What's the normal high?
Normal high is 66.
All right, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. Pregnancy loss is devastating for expectant parents. Next at noon, how one celebrity couple sharing their pain is bringing awareness to a very sensitive issue.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. With honesty you can trust to deliver quality products and workmanship, dedicated to being the best. RHD Plumbing now offers complete bathroom and kitchen remodeling, the best plumbers, and everything else you need to finish your dream project. For your home or business, get the job done right the first time with no surprises. With the reliable, honest, and dedicated plumbing professionals of RHD Plumbing, proudly serving all of Dane County.
Donald Trump is lying again. Joe Biden will not raise taxes on anyone making under $400,000. Biden will close tax loopholes for big corporations. Trump's tax cut giveaway exploded our debt, so he's threatening Social Security and Medicare. Biden will make the wealthy and big corporations pay their fair share, so we can protect Social Security and Medicare and invest in schools and health care.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message. The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone chilling.
Folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
Right now at Feldco, get 50% off windows. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Knoll Manor Retirement Living in Verona provides extraordinary supportive living with compassion and grace. We offer independent living, assisted living, and closer care living options. We understand that staying social is important to everyone's well-being. That's why Knoll Manor provides engaging activities and ways to stay active and connect with others. There's yoga, bingo, outdoor music, and so much more, all while keeping your health and safety in mind. Knoll Manor Living. Welcome home. Contact us today to set up your virtual tour.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
Well, pregnancy loss is devastating to expectant parents and carries with it a sense of stigma. On Wednesday, model, author, and TV host Chrissy Teigen and her husband, musician John Legend, went public about the pain of that loss. Danya Backus tells us how many hope sharing their story could help others experiencing the same tragedy.
Ivy Zayas is just weeks away from delivering her third child, but her motherhood journey hasn't come without loss. She's had 3 miscarriages.
The shame, the guilt, the why. My last loss was really difficult because I just couldn't seem to make sense of it.
This week, celebrity Chrissy Teigen publicly shared the sudden loss of her third child with husband John Legend.
It's incredibly selfless for her to be able to do that in this moment of her own grief.
Miscarriages are exceedingly common. Overall, for all comers, they happen in about 10% of what we say are clinically recognized pregnancies.
Dr. Rashmi Rao is with the Division of Maternal Fetal Medicine at UCLA.
So in about 50% of the time, I don't have something to tell my patients, well, this happened for this reason.
After 20 weeks, the loss is considered a stillbirth. Each year, around 24,000 babies are stillborn in the United States.
It can take a few weeks to a month or more for the body to recover from a miscarriage, but even longer to heal emotionally.
It is a loss of a family member. It is a loss of a hope and a dream.
I think sometimes listening to what the mom needs or to what that person needs is the best thing you can do to be supportive.
Zayas, who is also a licensed counselor who specializes in maternal mental health, hopes Teigen sharing her loss will bring awareness and encourage women to seek support. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Hopefully that helps. All right, Chris is here now with one final check of the weather, and it's going to warm up after this weekend.
After this weekend, but we're seeing some sunshine out there today. That's the good news. Enjoy that if you have the opportunity to do so. Eventually, though, the clouds come back in. We'll see those chances for some showers as well. That's going to be Saturday night and then into Sunday morning. But you see the sunshine that comes our direction Monday, followed by a big warm-up into Tuesday. That slight chance of showers, by the way, that's associated with the warm front, and then a little bit cooler for Wednesday and Thursday before we're back up to the upper 60s and low 70s by the time we get you into next weekend. Mark, we talked about it earlier. Our average high this time of the year is 66, so we're talking above normal temperatures. It's snowing in northern Wisconsin as we speak.
I don't see any flakes on this though.
We will not see any flakes in our forecast in the meantime, but we're getting a little bit of everything right now. Mother Nature is going to be flipping that switch for the next couple of weeks before we settle into the cool time of the year.
And that's pretty common this time of year, the transition.
Yes, it is. So everyone's going to be fighting the allergies for a little bit. I know I myself, and I'm doing it.
Yeah, they're bad today.
Yes, they are.
They really are. All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.